My ass. How's it going, everyone? Sorry for the weird intro. I just felt like trying something different there. I don't know. What do you think? So recently we had a Nindies Direct, and I kind of wanted to talk about it for a little bit because I wasn't able to stream it. I really do apologize about that, by the way. I meant to stream it, but then shit kind of happened and I wasn't able to. But next time there's something, I will do my best. I will stream it. My bad. But I did want to make this video, so let's get on with it. The Nintendo Indie Showcase. So there's not a lot to say, honestly. That typically Nintendo Indie Showcase for me kind of just mold into the same thing. That's probably like mean to say. Probably really mean to say, honestly. But the truth of the matter is that a lot of times when they show a lot of indies all at once, they kind of just like mesh together. Right? No fault on, you know, any of those games. They're probably great games. It's just kind of hard to remember. Like, certain indie games stick out and some don't. That's basically all it is. And I'm interested in some, and I'm interested in not all of them. Like, what can I say? But I did want to go over the ones that were interesting to me and kind of just talk about that for a little bit, and then you guys can tell me in the comments which ones was your favorite. What was probably the biggest, if not one of the biggest announcements of this Indie Direct was Cuphead coming to Switch. Now, if you are someone who's been subscribed before, you probably saw my Xbox Games Pass video saying like, oh, these are Xbox games I recommend if you are going to get Xbox games on Switch. You should play these as a Nintendo fan. Cuphead was one of those games, and I'm glad to see it actually coming out, because Cuphead is fantastic, and I can't really say much on Cuphead that I haven't already said. I felt like I've said enough in that Xbox Games Pass video, so you should probably check that out. But the thing with Cuphead is that it's basically a boss rush with a beautiful art style. It's very difficult. Probably people who like difficulty in their games will kind of have a good time with this one. But if you're not someone who likes that and you want more of a relaxing time, Cuphead might not be a cup of tea. But regardless, it is a very good game, and I highly recommend it. It's only gonna be 20 bucks. Apparently it's gonna get a physical version too, which is awesome. The physical version doesn't come out at the same time though, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get Cuphead day one or not, because I kind of want the physical copy, but how long am I really willing to wait for that physical copy, you know? So it's kind of hard to say. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go with that yet. But I might just wait. It's hard to say. I really don't know. But Cuphead, fantastic game. Buy it if you haven't already. And considering this is a Nintendo channel, you probably want it on Switch and not on Xbox or PC. So have fun. Also, we got Blaster Masters 2. I didn't play the first one, but I was kind of interested in playing it, and I just never got around to getting it and really, you know, taking that dive and playing the game. But Blaster Master 02, or is it just 2, or is it Blaster Master 2.0? I don't know. Point is that it got a sequel, and it looks great. It looks cool. I added like this weird like zigzag mechanic thing to it, so it looks kind of interesting. I don't know. It looks interesting. I guess it's because like I was interested in the first game, and since I never played it, the second one just looks, you know, more interesting. So maybe eventually I'll just like drop the money down and, you know, purchase both Blaster Master 1 and 2 and just have fun with them. But it looks cool. Not something that blew me away, but seeing a game that I was interested in get a sequel kind of makes me, you know, want to finally make that purchase, buy the first one, beat it, and then, you know, continue on to the second one. And finally, we also got what I think is arguably the biggest announcement along with Cuphead, and that's Cadence of Hyrule. This one was weird, but it was cool, because it's being made as sort of like a crossover of Crypt of the Necrodancer and The Legend of Zelda, which is a mashup I didn't really see happening. It's like, take Zelda, take Crypt of the Necrodancer, and then you just kind of, you do that. Combine the two. Who thought this up? I don't have anything against the Crypt of the Necrodancer. From what I've heard, it is a fantastic game, and I just never bought it. Although I kind of might now, considering recent events. However, apparently it's a really good game. I'll probably give it a shot as soon as I can. I know it's like a rhythm-based thing, so I'm usually really bad at rhythm games because apparently your man's has no rhythm, but I'll still have fun with it. And if that's the case, and I don't think it's a DLC because the art style is very different. I'm pretty sure it's a full-on, like, not a sequel, but like a spin-off of sorts for Cryptid and Necrodancer that happens to have Link and Zelda, which is cool. But we also have to put into attention how Nintendo let an indie studio use The Legend of Zelda. That's huge. That's massive. Like, I think that's even bigger than Shovel Knight making it into Smash. Because I saw some people kind of compare the two. Like, they were saying, like, oh shit, this is just as big. This is the biggest thing since Shovel Knight getting into Smash. But yeah, but the thing with Shovel Knight is, like, that's because he's so big that Nintendo wanted him, right? They put Shovel Knight in their game. That's basically just like Nintendo just going, like, I'm taking that. And obviously Yacht Club is not going to say no, right? So that's not surprising. But this is more surprising to me because this isn't Nintendo taking an indie IP and putting it into their big game. This is them giving a big name and giving it to a small indie company, you know? I think that puts a lot of trust in that indie company. That's bigger than the Shovel Knight thing in my book. I think, like, showing that Nintendo trusts this small indie studio in making a good game is huge. That's massive. Like, I don't know what exactly about Cryptid the Necrodancer made Nintendo go, this studio in particular would be perfect for The Legend of Zelda. I don't know. Especially since I haven't played Cryptid the Necrodancer. I'm sure it's a good game, but there's a ton, and I mean a massive fuck ton of indie studios that are massively skilled in what they do. They're just huge. They do fantastic things. They make some of the best games out there. So I wonder why this one in particular. Maybe Nintendo wanted to make a rhythm-based Zelda game for a while now, and they saw that game and they were just like, that gonna be it, fam. So I don't know. I really don't. But it seems cool. I'm totally down for it. I'll pick that up. Maybe I'll pick up the regular Cryptid of Necrodancer, so that way I can kind of like familiarize myself with the game and kind of just like figure out how shit works and stuff. And enjoy it overall because I've heard it's great. It just seems so random to me. I've never really thought about that before, and ending the show on that was awesome. Like, I think this is probably, in my personal opinion, the best Nintendo Indies Direct for those two games since No More Heroes was announced. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys feel different. So let me know in the comments, and you know, follow me on Twitter at ShiftyIsMe. Do all that beautiful, kind thing that YouTube promotes. And by promote, I mean make us say and do, because otherwise they'll kill us. And you know, until then, you know, I guess that's it. I've said you know so many times, so I'm just gonna end the video here. See you guys in the next one.